Yo, 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 what's Bobino? What's Bobino? Zeke Black is in the building, party people. Zeke Black is here. I'm in the building, man. It's snowing outside. A little snow, you know. It's the weather. It's the weather for that. I got a. I'm saying I got a good story tonight. Do the right thing. Before we get there, we're gonna have we got some things going on. You know, this week is supposed to be the Donald Trump impeachment situation going on. I guess the vote, your Quinn was popping. I guess Donald Trump, the impeachment vote is supposed to be coming in. So let's be on point for that. Um, you know, I've been on Family Time, man. I've been watching movie shows, David Chappelle. I just watched the OGs by the OG series by Tracy Morgan. It's dope, man. I thought it'd be like something different, but he really put a great storyline together. It's like every episode, I watch every episode, and every episode has a great message to it. It's a message in every episode. I word the mother, you know what I'm saying? That's a great episode to it, which has a lot of great information. You know what I'm saying? Word, word, depth. So shout out to Tracy Morgan, man. You'll get a chance to check out Netflix. Check out the OG, the real OG. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have to pay attention to the messages. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. We have to pay attention to the messages. A lot of there's a lot of things. There's a lot of information that we miss out on because of the messages. You know what I'm saying? We got the situation with 6ix9ine. He's supposed to be getting sentenced the next couple of days from now. From my knowledge, time served means when you get sentenced to time served, that means you got convicted of a crime. I don't know what crime that they got actually sentenced him to, but when you get time served, that means that you actually got convicted of a type of crime. So that doesn't mean they dropped any charge. They dropped all the charges. Dropping all the charges means get out of jail free card. That's a dismissal of your case. When you get sentenced with time served, that means that you still have to get convicted of a crime. So definitely shout out to all those that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button on the way in. The Wolves is in the building. Um, Jay-Z, you know what, I respect that. He goes to an event with his wife. It's multi-millionaires in there, billionaires, workers and assistants. And sometimes, man, when you go to somebody's birthday party or, you know, in this day and age of footage, people like to go live. And I respect what Jay did. Like, yo, bro, don't videotape my wife dancing. Like, at sometimes we have to be mindful of content. Sometimes to some people that's content to post, yo, Beyonce dancing in the club. You know what I'm saying? Dancing at a birthday party. Shout out to Puff. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I almost met Puff. My cousin was co-managing Black Rob on the last reunion tour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why he took homie's phone because homie was videotaping, I guess, an area where Beyonce was in. So like, hold on, it's my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, because when you wrong, you wrong. There be so much inside information I know about certain things, and I don't put out here because everything ain't meant for the public, man. I know things about some rappers' kids. I know some things that happen to rappers' kids in these streets. I even know about things that has happened to some of these rappers. I just, you know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be content. We know that they're public figures. They in the spotlight. But if I invite you to my birthday party, sometimes you want to put your guards down. Like, let's have a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's not the place for that. Because content is content. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people gotta be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? Like flinging the camera out. Like I went to some rappers. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know because I went to a certain rapper kid's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? And there was mad people there. I ain't be I could have flung my camera out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, because what we think is nothing, that's content. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say Beyonce do an ill dance move. That's content. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like people gotta be mindful of content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it probably is. But nowadays with this TMZ and all this other stuff, people sell things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just we gotta be mindful. It's all about being mindful. You gotta be mindful. Like I told you, I go to this kids' parties, birthday parties. I don't be flinging my phone out because this is content of somebody's kids that's in it. Actually, I was at a party where these kids are actually on TV. They're actually on national TV. I could have flung my phone out. Okay, I'm in the building. You don't do that, man, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, this ain't the place for that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me bringing my camera out showing myself. Now, if I'm chilling and Beyonce decides to get behind my camera while I'm doing what I'm doing, then that's her fault. But if I'm just flinging and looking around for concerts because I got VIP, because I know somebody, and I'm just recording everybody moving around, sometimes, some things, you know what I'm saying? Some things will be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they're going to post it, but Duke is famous now. Win, lose, or draw, Jay gave him some money. Don't sue me. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. But back to the story. Shout out to Jigga. I'm just with Jigga with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just with Jay on that one. You know what I'm saying? That one I'm just with Jay. And I respect that, Jay. You know what I'm saying? You with a homeboy. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? It's only because and I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely, Duke was having a good time, he was just recording, but then we got, you know what I'm saying? And Jay was being a husband for the night. That's what Jay was doing. Jay was being a husband. He wasn't being Jigger. He was being a husband for the night. Jay was like, you know what, this is my wife, you won't be recording my wife. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard call, you know what I'm saying? I just hope that the guy, he gets some money out of this. That's what they gotta say. Use this as an advantage to get interviews and do whatever you're gonna do. Salute Bullis Gotti in the building. Was popping. You know what I'm saying? Now, whack. The human troll is whack. 1,100. He ever since I've been out of jail, he's been trolling. He disrespects anybody. So I won't be surprised if he went somewhere and somebody put hands of guard on him, because that's what he asked for. No, whack be going above and beyond sometime. With you know what I'm saying? Definitely with his charades and shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to Wax, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Wax. Wax got what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? This is what just works for him. I'm just giving you what's going on in the news right now. You know what I'm saying? I guess sometime next year, there's supposed to be the great debate with the Malcolm X situation. It's good conversation, man. That's just how I look. I look at it as great conversation. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it as nothing wrong. Your loyalty over everything was popping. We in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. Salute, homie. Salute. Loyalty over everything in the building, man. I think it's, sometimes we gotta have these conversations, man. We gotta talk about Medgar Evers. When's the last time we spoke about Medgar Evers? When we had the new generation researching and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds crazy, again. Some people might go, that's foul that they use a Malcolm X for the cause. Let's get it, man. That's what it's all about. Let's getting it, man. And sometimes we have to show each other. Sometimes you have to show people from a distance about, you know what I'm saying, the wins and the losses in life. A lot of our wins is because people taught us and we just knew what not to do. So now we're just trying to show you young boys what y'all can be anything you want to be in this world. You know what I'm saying? Just stop setting yourself up for failure. You ain't got to set yourself up for failure. It's all about loving life, man, loving yourself. That's why I have to take it back to 89. You're going to get this soon, but we got to do the whole monologue. You know what I'm saying? Me and Lingus in the building was popping. There's been a lot. There's been a lot in hip hop going on. You know what I'm saying? Do I think? I had a conversation with somebody earlier. and he's doing a great job on the OBH situation, man. And I think and some, you know what I'm saying. What I think, man, when you're on the street, we all love the hood, man. But when it's enough, it's enough. And I think we remain so long in the hood that we begin to get caught up back in the hood. It's okay to move away, still be in tune with the hood, if you choose to. But it's okay to move out the hood. You're not a sellout. You're not a sucker. It's okay, man. If you know who you are and who you be, you know that after a while you're soon gonna get caught up under those tough conditions. Like I told you, I can't become any more famous than who I am. I'm Zeke Black. You know what I'm saying? I can't be no. Now I have to be Ezekiel Matthews. You know what I'm saying? Being Ezekiel Matthews is not a hard job, but I should have been Ezekiel Matthews a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to everybody in the chat, man, because we definitely into 1989. We definitely would have know that you got the Trump impeachment thing. Certain states they might be losing their mind over this, so you have to protect yourself. You got some people that do support Trump. Don't think everybody hate him. To the point, the people that do love Trump, they gonna have a reaction if this guy gets impeached. You know what I'm saying? And just to let you know what I'm saying? History-wise, not so many presidents has been impeached. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, 1989, man. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a geographical what '89 was for me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I appreciate that. Y'all appreciate that, Lord. Everything was a fact. That's what I call Debos. You know what I'm saying? These dudes was just Debos. You know what I'm saying? These were the Debos. Shooty Bang Bang. Yes, it's a fact. These dudes was not. It was like watching Friday, but the New York version of Friday. You know what I'm saying? The New York version of Friday. We betting he come through. You really don't want him to roll dice with y'all. You really don't want him in the dice game, but he's in the dice game, and then he's doing all the ass betting and he's making wild, crazy bets. And then when the smoke clears, he leaves with all the money. You know what I'm saying? It was like TNT, bro. I'm telling you, we here, yo, guess what I just see? Who? What? I'm out of here. Let's go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was, man. Hell yeah, because it be true fact. This is the east side of Harlem, man. I done been around it all. I done seen it all, man. Hell yeah, I remember what yo bro. I remember every hood has a Debo. You know what I'm saying? Every hood, man. And it's like I remember, man, like around my way, you got Sweepy. Rest in peace. Debo. You know what I'm saying? Like some dudes are just Debos, huh? My grades was dropping. I was upset. My grades dropped. I was trying to figure out who I was. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? 89. I'm telling you, 1989, right? We're going to 89 party people. New York City, 1989. We talk about this is prime time cracker. Prime time cracker. Um, on my block, rest in peace, was Tone Lopez. Rest in peace. She had Superman. Rest in peace. We have my man Mac 10. We called him Mac 10, I think, allegedly because he had a Mac 10. Back in them days, you got names because your names fit whatever you was into. If I called you 445, that meant he got a 45. You know what I'm saying? That's 22. Why? He got a 22. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. 380. Why? He went around with 380s. It was crazy back then. You know what I'm saying? So we in the era, we in a generation. It's just crazy. And um, you know what I'm saying? We had the. It was a different type of time, man. We had the, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot going on, man. We had to, it was a hard time in New York City, man. And the crack era was crazy, and the police was losing their mind. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was one of the key components to '89 was that the crack era was insane, and a lot of people may not realize it was a lot of money in the crack era back then. Definitely on the east side. I'm speaking from my side. Not abandoned buildings, yes sir. Um, they were still giving a lot of checks out. Like both that played a whole part to the crack era was your junk cars on the street. That played a major part in the crack era was the money that was being rolled in the street. It was like '89 was like the disco era for crack. You know what I'm saying? And yo, we was on gold, man. Do the Right Thing was the reason why I put Do the Right Thing up because that was a big movie that we all got to watch. And it dealt with the Radio Raheem and the police brutality because police been whipping us out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a deep time, man. It was crack era. They didn't know what to do with the hustlers. So that's when you could catch 4 crack sales and still get probation. No lie. 'Cause they didn't have as many cookie cutter facilities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the shooting galleries, crack houses is a fact. And now give me this information, man, because then now people have a clearer understanding of what the hell was going on. Because I think a lot of times, you know, when we're speaking about ever, we're talking about this the early '90s, and the 40-ounce house parties. I remember those days. You know what I'm saying? I remember me and my man still in my man Harry house. You know what I'm saying? And with my man Harry, you know what I'm saying? May he rest in peace. Yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you something. After Juice, everybody want to be like Bishop. See, movies used to dictate the mode, bro. They made Juice, and everybody got retarded. You know what I'm saying? They made Do the Right Thing, and it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, because I want to be accurate. You know what I'm saying? Accurate 1989 NYC. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I can break this down because a lot of y'all wasn't born in that generation or wasn't your manhood. In '89, I'll give you a deep description of what happened in '89. In 1989, that's when you had the Central Park Five. It was more than the Central Park Five that went to jail that day, but it was 5 of them that they really put the pressure on that caught that case. And they home now. Did I know all the Central Park Five? No. But I knew but I knew where they used to be at. Some of them was by Taft, Lehman, Schaumburg, in that area. You know what I'm saying? 116th Park Avenue. He goes back to Yusuf Salam. He went to LaGuardia High School. Hell yeah, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Them boss was looking like zombies. It was crazy in 1989. That was a big case. Century Park Five, yes. Now, Yusuf Salam, he went to school with a couple good friends of mine. My friend Felix Stern and Gumby UF. They all went to LaGuardia. LaGuardia in New York City. For those that's not from New York City, there's something that they call specialized high schools, where when you're extremely smart, you gotta take a real good test, and you get in these schools like Stuyvesant High School, Bronx Science, LaGuardia, because LaGuardia was for art and acting, Brooklyn Tech. You know what I'm saying? Those were like the main high schools, for specialized. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Peoples was popping. I'm happy to see you back, man. I'm happy to see you back, Peoples. I miss you, man. You know what I'm saying? And Yusuf Salam went there. Now, something I'm saying. Yusuf Salam, he always been with Fight the Power. Though. He was always righteous. Because when I met him, he had a group called. I don't know if he was the leader or he was a part of it, but he was part of a group called Public Ebony. You know what I'm saying? And they was it was that time. You talking about 1989 when the D-Ceps was still running around on them trains. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about when definitely Washington Heights is in the building, man. 167 Broadway and all that. Yeah, you talking about Audubon and all that. by 188 and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about uptown, baby. You know what I'm saying? And it was a time for that stuff. It was a dip. That's the decent era I remember. When Baby Rumble went to King, Martin Luther King High School is across the street from LaGuardia. For those that's not from New York City, that was the Decepticon era. Everything downtown on that side, we call it the red line trains, the 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. Then the blue trains, like the A, B, and C. Anything going towards Brooklyn. The Decepticons that I remember was exactly everything moving downtown. Park West High School and graphics. Those were major schools for the Decepticons in Manhattan. I don't know about Brooklyn. I know that Westinghouse was crazy. Westinghouse High School was crazy. We're in '89, party people. Low Lives is running around booking everything moving too. While D-Steps is running around and the Autobots was losing their mind, I knew a guy that was in the Autobots. His name was Balance. That's when you had the baby batches, the baby axes. You had the baby axes back then. Yes, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? They had the baby axes back then. They had the orange cutters. I know the orange joints, boom. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The train, New York City was in a different time. You had the Central Park 5, we talking about 89. I remember in 1989, Uptowns was still $100. And I bought, my whole crew, we bought some Uptowns. I definitely did appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give it to the people, you know what I'm saying? And I think I have to be like more direct with the info because, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't from New York City. I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? But that's because that's what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? Like, New York City, in high school, they used to give these stupid bus passes and train passes that you would use, and if you lose it, you was done for the month. So a lot of times with the bus passes, if you got booked, you know what I'm saying? If you got booked, and I appreciate that, Maylene, that's what I'm saying, I definitely appreciate that, because that's what it's about, man. The people want to hear the information. They don't want to hear the rambling and all the, you know what I'm saying? They're here for the info, you know what I'm saying? The people are here for the information. They're not here for the mumbo jumbo, and you know what I'm saying? They want to hear the story about 80, 89. It applies to everybody. My 89 story applies to loyalty that's in Boston. It applies to him. You know what I'm saying? It applies to somebody that's in Connecticut. Shout out to the homies that on Connecticut, man. You know what I'm saying? Word. It applies, and sometimes we get distracted because we start feeding into other storylines that has nothing to do with the information. Like we know how Do the Right Thing really affected all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain scenes in that movie. The pizza shop that's in the hood that we never knew about. Well, why is this pizza shop still here? You know what I'm saying? One of the only employees in the block was this racist pizza shop. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We don't know why the police was the way they was, you know what I'm saying? And it was a different time, man. It was a different time in New York, you know what I'm saying? Your boss Don was popping, You know what I'm saying? Oh, word? Oh, you got to text me because okay. 'Cause I was knocked out earlier. Definitely, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. I hit the wrong part. Hold on. I was comatose. You know what I'm saying? Oh no. That was wrong. That was wrong. Sorry, that was an accident. All right, hold on a second, party people. Yeah, I hope they'll see me, man. I saw that was an accident, brother. But his boy's doing that, man. I gotta get him. You know what I'm saying? That was an accident, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah, that was definitely apologize about that. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I hope that wife did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, it's all information, man. See what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. I'm looking fuzzy wuzzy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. That was definitely an accident. You know what I'm saying? You see, it's all communication, man. That kind of complex. Oh, you see something wrong? That's a great thing. Yeah, you got it. If you look, you got it. You got the wrench, man. Your wrench is up and running, dogs. You know what I'm saying? But well, so '89 was a serious year, man. I remember I could tell you some things that was going on, because that's what you want to know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people, you in the building, baby. You in the building, man. You having fun here. It's all about fun. It's all about love. It's about unity. Salute to the chat. Make sure everybody hit the like button. We gonna have fun. We gonna have there's so many stories I want to tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? There's so many stories that I have that, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind telling you guys this story. It's not gonna get me indicted or nobody else indicted, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And I think that's how I win right here, party people. Now tomorrow I'm supposed to go to a studio and I'm gonna show you tomorrow. It's be on and popping. To be dope. The show's gonna be popping tomorrow. So now we 89, right? We went through the jogger, Central Park jogger. Um, I just want to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Yusuf Hawkins. Remember when the Yusuf Hawkins things was crazy. The Bensonhurst situation. That was crazy. That you know what I'm saying? Word. Um, he supposed to holler back at me. He hit me up. He said he liked the story I did with Shaq, and he's thinking about, coming through, and him and Shaq could can speak on the platform. So yes, I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely all in. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just good information for everybody. There's just so much information. There's so many day ones in this New York culture. Everybody has the right to their story and the input they want to put out there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, yeah, I'm working on that as we speak. You know what I'm saying? So we in '89, party people. We definitely we're fully in '89. Um, D-Subs losing their mind. Low lives are snatching everything moving. Polo at the Polo shop, Polo Mansion. It's crazy in BK right now. It's crazy. Fort Greene projects. There's things going on in Fort Greene. Yeah, see, we're doing. Yep, Michael Stewart's exactly. '89. See, all information. New York City, man. New York City, it was great. Yeah, I appreciate that love and loyalty. Definitely. I'm trying because people have the right to their story. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody has the right to, you know, give their part of the story and what they was going through. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes everybody comprehends information different or take information different. But I'm here for the people. I'm doing this for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to give the best. Yes, yep, Eleanor Bumper. Remember that? When they knocked on her door, they wanted on the wrong door and they killed her because she had a knife. I guess, no. She was schizophrenic. Something that was her being schizophrenic. They tried to say she had a knife and they shot and killed her. Rest in peace, Eleanor Bumper. I remember that case. '89, don't say we're going to '89 New York City. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what happened. Loyalty is everything. You know what happened? We was just supposed to be kicking the Willie Bobo. But now I get what everybody wants. They're like, Zeke, do the interview. And I'm like, oh, no, you're right. So now I'm going to be mindful. So now I got to really ask interview questions because it seems like we were just kicking the wall. I want to do like these lives and we just kick the Willie Bobo. But it's actually like it's actually an interview. So like if I got your time for an hour, I might as well just interview you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the route I'm going through now because I listen to the constituents, to the people. This is what you want. It's not about what I want. It's what you want because you're the guys that come and check out my content. So it's not about what I want. You know what I'm saying? See? Exactly. He had bloods and clips with barrels that said blue. Yeah. Because everything wasn't violent. Everything is not crazy. You're talking about 89. I remember when before I went to Albany, New York, my cousin, he before he snatched me up and bring him out of town with him. 89, Fight the Power. There was a big party at the Ritz. You know what I'm saying? It's a big party. I grew up in Spanish Harlem, so of course I was around the Puerto Ricans. And I remember that I should have went though. It was a Native Tongues at the Ritz. Major club, New York City. And guys from my block went. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes from the Bronx. It was dope. 89 on my block in my neighborhood, it was a lot of love. Things was happening. Don't get it twisted. Dudes was disappearing, but it wasn't at an alarming rate. We wasn't going through a drug war. It wasn't like a vicious drug war. Block versus block. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope, man. So when Spike Lee made Do the Right Thing, it was like, it has so many messages in it, man. It has so much, man. I mean, we had Do the Right Thing. We had Bill Cosby. Yo, the Cosby Show was inspirational because it showed that because a lot of us didn't have fathers in the house. A lot of us never had a mother and father that they both worked and it was a functional household. So to see that picture on TV when you coming from the slums was major, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I think Crooklyn came out like the early 90s. That was another dope one. You know what I'm saying? You know? Those are stories about our lives. I would suggest y'all to check out Crooklyn with your kids. They're showing what we can do, hot peas and butter. You know, most of y'all went down south for the summer. You know, most of our parents back then, like my father, was a jazz player. When I didn't work out, he had to get a city job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We all come from that. It's just because of the New York City thing. It's a global thing. Everybody went through some type of oppression in their lifetime. Hell yeah. Remember Cheers, Night Court? And it's funny because I remember going to my friend's house. And I remember going to my friend's house, John Ramundi. And I would watch The Cosby Show with him and his family as a family. These are shows I watch not just at Mr. Belvedere as a family. So even though that may not be going on, yo, Jay Sports with Spapino, even though that may not be going on inside my physical household, I was able to watch Cosby Show at my people's house. Definitely Xander Marley was popping. Oh, yo, that bar, right? I've been to Boston 4 times. I went to 2 Red Sox games because I always wanted to go to, because you know Boston Red Sox have so much tradition with that green monster. And then I went there twice for work because I used to work for Staples. And what I had to do with Staples was at one point in time, I would go to other stores and do planograms and fix their shelves and, you know, help them remodel some stores. And we had remodeled a store that was like 10 minutes from, I forgot the name of the area, but it was 10 minutes from where the Pats played. So we would go from that area, it was like an hour out from Boston, and we shoot up to Boston. Boston is dope, man. The city of Boston has so much history. You know, that's one of the first original American cities, man. If not the first one. You know, people may not understand, but Boston Road in the Bronx is one of the first roads ever, like, built in this country. Boston Road, because you can take Boston Road in the Bronx all the way to Boston. Roy, Boston Road. That's one of the first roads. And they had the 13 colonies. You know what I'm saying? That's when everything was in this area. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. It's funny what you just said there. The area I was in Yeah, you could take Boston Road all the way to Boston, all the way to Boston. That's route. That's the first route, Route One. Word, word, word. That's you know what I'm saying. When they had horse carriages, that's how they got to from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? I'm, wow, he lived in Roxbury. Yeah, Roxbury got even in the era of New Edition, you had some hustlers out there that was getting a lot of money in that Boston, Roxbury, Dorchester. You know what I'm saying? You see in Albany, we by Springfield and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like Springfield, Mass, and all that. That's all by Albany. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would go like to Pittsfield. Pittsfield's by Hudson. You know what I'm saying? I've been out there hit Pittsfield actually, because I remember I used to work for Staples. You know what I'm saying? So, dudes been going to Boston, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird because when you go to Boston, you go to a Red Sox game, you think it'd be mad Dominicans in the stand, it'd be mad Portuguese, bro. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yeah. Them areas was different, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in '89, scenes that he had in that movie Do the Right Thing was pertaining to everybody and everything. 'Cause everybody dealt with some type of oppression. Definitely, definitely, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. And this is just so much information, man. Um, one of the top technological schools is in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you remember that Bensonhurst and Howard Beach? It was different. It was different, man. They had a couple of incidents out there. But one thing I'm gonna say, and this is what I mean about what people at MIT, that's a fact. And just to let y'all know, right? Will Smith, the rapper, gave up going to MIT to become a rapper. Look where he at now. Smart man. Yes. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, was accepted to MIT. So this man has been this man is very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Will Smith, man. For those that didn't know, he gave up going to MIT to become a rapper, to pursue a rapper career. And this is before NBC, this is before he made Independence Day, this is before all that. This is when it was a dollar and a dream, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Philadelphia, shout out to Cosmic Kev, and the DJs that was in Philadelphia that was supporting Philadelphia hip hop. Yes, sir. A lot of people don't even know that, bro. MIT is one of the top technological universities in this country. Hell yeah. The RSO, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Girls in the world, they ain't nothing but trouble. That was the joint. That song took off. That took off, bro. Mind you, when that song took off, we had Cool C that was out back then in Philly, and then we had the Hilltop niggas. That was the Hilltop dudes, Cool C and Steady B. You know what I'm saying? Word. That one song took him to the top, and parents just don't understand. That's the song that took off. That's when he made the second album. When he made that album, that's when he did the MTV. They had him on MTV every time he turned around. And then, if I'm correct, that's when he started doing that show, The Fresh Prince. Shout out to Quincy Jones, I believe, the producer of that show. You know what I'm saying? You know, Quincy Jones, the jazz player who left the chitlin circuit to go to Europe, blew up in Europe, came back to America, and produced one of the greatest albums of all time, Thriller, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's first album, Solo, did not do, Glamorous Life Was My Joint. Had EST. I remember when EST was going through, I remember when EST was going through it with the Hilltop. when no two crews was beefing. When they're not beefing like killing each other, but like some type of hip hop beef. EST, the unusual fellow, the greatest man alive. I remember that. The Steady B had the first Steady B joint that I was jacking was DJ Red Alert was playing this in the 80s. He had that song 88, Feeling Great. You know what I'm saying? That was my joint. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hip hop, something about hip hop music. I'm saying something about 1988. I told you, 88, 89. The next joint, they had a major deal with Jive. Remember, they had the record deal with Jive, and then they put Steady B out, and Steady B had that joint with Kwame. You know what I'm saying? Then he had the joint with KRS One, and then Steady B. No, Cool C had the Glamorous Life. That joint blew up. That joint was a banger. Shout out to Philadelphia, man. Shout out to Cosmic Cab, like I said. Word, that song blew up, dogs. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones, right? Michael Jackson. When I first heard Michael Jackson solo, because I was a Michael Jackson fan, we used to watch the Michael Jackson cartoon, the Jackson 5. Remember that? The first album was a great album, but it didn't do great. Right? Then Michael Jackson does the moonwalk on the stage at Motown 25. So now oh God, Michael Jackson, he's street now. Michael Jackson puts the movie, puts the album out, Thriller. Beat It was a big one. Billie Jean, remember that? By the time we got the Thriller, dudes was wondering about Michael Jackson. I don't care where was you at in the United States of America. Dudes somebody had something to Michael Jackson. If you wasn't wearing high waters, you was wearing penny loafers, you had the Thriller jacket, you had the glove. You know what I'm saying? That moonwalk blew up. He flew across that stage. We automatically took him in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you too. Let me slow down. By the time Michael Jackson got to the Thriller video which is a historical video, he was already there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, rest in peace, Michael Jackson, man. Somebody had something, am I right? The Michael Jackson wave, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We all come from this culture. And a lot of times, we have to let people know it's where you know what I'm saying? Certain neighborhoods is different from others. Yeah. I don't remember when he converted to the NOI. I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson hired them for security. But one thing about him, you know what I'm saying, was that Michael Jackson was with the African American culture. This is similar around the time when Prince was losing his mind. Remember Purple Rain and all that? That was a joint, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Louis Jordan. That's a fact. But you know what I'm saying? Like I remember that. Like Mike Pop, by the time he got the Thriller, we was already Michael Jackson fans. If you was in Iowa, if you didn't have a Michael Jackson jacket, you walked around that's when you could walk around with high waters and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? This is what Michael was doing. High waters and penny loafers was a win. Yeah, you know that one, because exactly. They were security. Loyalty is everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? Because the only other person that was compared to Michael was Prince at that time. But then Prince changed his name to Flag on the Play. You know what I'm saying? Morris Day and all that. Shout out to the Midwest, Minnesota and all that. Oh man, y'all got me way back in the days now, man. The time and all that. Remember the time and all that. Purple suits and blouses. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? They hated each other, you know what I'm saying? Remember that? Michael Jackson versus Prince. We talking about when these guys was mega superstars. We talking about when Prince was running around with Sheila E. and all that. This is all part of hip hop culture, party people. All the culture that most of us grew up on. Yep, Morris Day. Morris Day, exactly. Morris Day, the time. Jimmy Jam and the other guy became great producers, man. Jimmy Jam and the rest of them, they produced great albums. They produced great New Edition albums. They produced all the bad chicks. I give them credit. That's the first guy I've ever seen throw eyeshadow on. Was winning. I'm not gonna lie to you, J.R. Swift. That was my joint man party all the time, because he was messing with Rick. You know, him and that, because back then Eddie Murphy was cool with Rick James. Rick James had, he had the joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick James was pimp. Shout out to Rochester and Buffalo, because that's where he's from, that region, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, he had all of, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Prince was winning. But his blouses on purple suits, you know what I'm saying? He made lavender a popular color. They might as well call it Prince. You know what I'm saying? He in the era right now, party people. We're in the era. Mind you, there was $1 million on the street. Things was happening. There was a lot of riots, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not just in New York, we had the LA riots. We had Rodney King. That was sort of crazy. The whole Rodney King situation. We had OJ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so too, because Prince is different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's all played a part to the hip hop culture. This is why PE was like so instrumental because they was talking that militant hip hop, that for the cause. You know what I'm saying? It was for the cause, man. When you watch Do the Right Thing, it has so many messages in it. Radio Raheem, police brutality. Police still to this day be bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Fight the Power was the first song I ever heard somebody say F John Wayne. You know what I'm saying? That John Wayne and Elvis Presley was next to God in certain households. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? John Wayne and Elvis Presley was right next to God in certain households. When they said that, I was, oh my God, they crushed it. And the crazy part was they really had the whole bed style out. So they had the people, you seen the people in the passion, because I'm not going to lie to you. When you were coming from where we come from, sometimes some people don't see hope. It sounds so easy to say we have hope, but whatever happened with Tawana Brody's situation, it created a civil rights leader, Al Sharpton. He was able to, and people may not like the way Al Sharpton do things, but I know front he gets the word out there, the message out there. He knows how to use the media. But brother Al, just like everybody else, because Al Sharpton became the new Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Every year we have a different type of, that pushes the movement. You know what I'm saying? And now I believe that the new leaders gotta be, we need a new leader. There has to be somebody but to become a leader in these movements, we gotta be willing to lose it all. Because that's what comes at this course of fighting the power. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you the thing about the Howard Beach thing was, I am Mike. The thing about the Howard Beach situation was the parents brought all their kids, the Howard Beach situation, to the police station. Like, boom, 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 boom. The parents turned their kids in. So, you understand what I'm saying? So it's more so when racism hits your home, you look at it differently from just spitting it out all day. When you say F a certain race, then your kids act off of that, and then you have to deal with the fact that that's an embarrassment. Like, I didn't raise my kid like that, but subconsciously, when I speak about these people and I talk down on them and I tell my kids how they're not worth nothing and they're worthless, my kids feed off of that. Then when it hits home, it's crazy. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of those parents did bring their kids to that police station. You know what I'm saying? They could have hit them out, sent them to Idaho somewhere to a militant camp. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that everybody don't hate. Hate is a learned behavior. Some people hate because they don't know how to love. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I remember when the Central Park 5 situation happened, right? And Donald Trump is being Donald Trump, the same Donald Trump he is now. It was rough times, man. And when Donald Trump was being who Donald Trump is, shout out to Don King. Don King is the black version of Donald Trump. Xander, you're exactly right. Those were the rough times. And Donald Trump was being Donald Trump. Donald Trump was saying some things about them in the press. Oh, they need to die, death penalty, whatever he was saying, right? 89. But a lot of people don't understand why he was saying this. He wasn't saying it because he was being Donald Trump. He was saying this because at that point in time, Donald Trump invested a lot of money into Central Park on 10th Street. Like, he actually helped fix that pool on 10th Street. He put a lot of money in Central Park. He even put money in that woman's skating rink. So he was invested in this. So he was more so trying to protect his investment. And it worked because his whole goal is bring people to the park. Because for a lot of people who don't know, Donald Trump owns the name Central Park. You know what I'm saying? So he will forever get a check off of Central Park. They shoot a movie there, he gets a check. He shoots scenes there, he gets a check. He gets revenue because he actually owns the name. He don't own Central Park, but he owns the name Central Park. Anything that man puts his money into is all for branding. That's how Donald Trump got a lot of his money. He built these casinos. Yes, you know what I'm saying? At that point in time, because the city was going through an oppression, and they wasn't trying to put no money into fixing the park because that's how the money go. You talk about Reaganomics, the Bush era. You're talking about when there wasn't a lot of federal funds. This is why the crack era actually brought the economy back, because they began to realize we have to create tax dollars. And how you create tax dollars is you got to build jails. And you know what I'm saying? And then when you build more jails, you have to tell the judges to enforce the law. And that's what they started doing. So now a guy who got a crack, now instead of having 5 crack sales before they finally decide to see you upstate, your first crack sale was getting you a 1 and 3. Your second one was getting you a 2 to 6. Your third one was getting you, boom, an 8 and 30 to 25. They started playing by the law. They started hiring more police. It's all tax dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, one point in time, he owned that hotel, the Plaza. Right there, the hotel he was staying in, he owned it. And then he sold it to a bunch of Arabians the people he's calling immigrants are the people he sold it to. His name to those joints. Exactly, Lord. See, he's big on that. Even on the West Side Highway. When they built that on the West Side Highway, that Trump Palace thing over there, he sold it. But part of his sale was, you have to keep my name on it. Then he gets a percentage. It's just like Def Jam. Russell Simmons owns the name Def Jam. As long as Def Jam is being ran under Universal Records, you know what I'm saying? The Red Parrot back in the days was crazy. It was crazy. It was the money ever. All the money cats was going in. Shout, you know what I'm saying? Red Parrot was crazy. Heartthrob was crazy. Bentley's was crazy. Xander Bar was crazy. Those were the hot spots. Those were the joints where you could wear some good shoes, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't so much. Those spots wasn't like the rooftop type of spots. You know what I'm saying? Those spots is where you actually probably met a CEO or a cop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was a different. It was like the shadow. You know what I'm saying? A shadow type crowd, but you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's probably very, but he don't know how to relate to people. Because did I ever run the Glaze and his crew? Nah, they was older than me. I was locked up with a couple of guys that's from that side of Queens, like Hollis and all that stuff. Some people from South Side. Like, like the people I be, I was dudes that was actually working for them. But as crazy as this sound, I didn't catch on to what happened in Queens until they killed the guy, until all that was going on. Like, what? They was getting money like that on the South Side? Because what we knew about Jamaica, Queens was the Coliseum and Shirt Kings. You know what I'm saying? And when all that transpired, because everything that they did transpired into why parole is the way it is now in New York State. Because they killed the PO. And the cop thing. That's why TNT was created, and TNT wound up moving across the whole United States of America. That buying bus situation started rolled into all these states because Department of Corrections became monetary. Exactly. Because you know what? Because Donald Trump sees things as business. Everything is business. Everything is business. And when you're raised to think of everything as business, you don't care about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to things that he was saying, certain laws he's trying to twist around because in New York City, per se, certain markets you just can't build high rises without certain permissions, without certain licenses. Certain areas you just can't do it. So what happens is there's laws in place in certain major markets that he want to be in that he can't build. So when you become the president, you know you can make these pushes to change certain laws in certain cities. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to fade. You know what I'm saying? It was across the country. TNT was across the country. Did I know Bob Lemon? Yeah, I knew dudes that was hustling. You know what I'm saying? Because that was more so my generation. You know what I'm saying? But they was doing it. They was doing their numbers. That session was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, see, back then the bosses, they didn't really like what you see now, where dudes would be hanging out with a bunch of young cats on the block. That's not what the bosses did. The bosses are strictly about their business and going. They might come through the block and wave, but they wasn't out there hanging out with a bunch of young cats. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like that's how we was raised. That's why we know. That's why dudes never take shots because you're never outside. Everything is because you run your operation like it's a Fortune 500 company. So there's really no time to be outside. But I seen him before. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the same club with him because back then it's not like how it is now. When you see somebody, we only take a picture with you in the club. It wasn't like that back then. But I knew about what they was doing up there by Taino and Wagner and all that because the bag was always up there. You know what I'm saying? They had the Obsession. Shout out to the Obsession. The Knockout Crew, 9.5 and all that. You know what I'm saying? Word. Good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's and man, it'd be so much money. You have to run your business like a corporation, so you can't put yourself in harm's way when you run your business like a corporation. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not like every town is different though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Bob Lemmings, real one, never told, stood by the rules and principles of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? I remember dudes that was under his crew. You know what I'm saying? And this is why what's going on in New York was also like it going on in your town. Now I'm gonna tell you the only region that was different from us is everybody in that Midwest. Midwest to the west to the southeast, you know what I'm saying? All that is boom. They had the gang culture. We didn't have so much of that gang culture. That was that Midwest down. And everything else started migrating. Like a good example. Boston and parts of Massachusetts had gang culture before New York really had it heavy. Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Certain parts of Connecticut, you know what I'm saying? They already had ties to that Midwest, you know what I'm saying? Like in New York, before the Latin Kings, the only other association that was affiliated with Chi-Town was the Young Lords and the Guards, the Guard bodies, the Guards, you know what I'm saying? As in, what you would consider a street gang was the Young Lords. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? And he was in East Harlem. Trump is just an active puppet. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And they do it on purpose. They give him this manuscript. And the manuscript that they give Trump is just for him to be a fool. If you if, if you pay attention to I want you to watch the first 4 episodes of All in the Family. And y'all see what I'm talking about. That's the manuscript he's going off of. Archie Bunker. This is facts. I was facts and think about how he moved and what he do. Watch the first 4 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They was. And they came actually out of Chicago. And they had a chapter in East Harlem and they did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly. You watch the first 3 episodes, you're gonna go, that's the Trump mindset. He sounds like they actually brought Archie Bunker to the world now, to the big screen, the world stage. Our president became Archie Bunker. Hell yeah, that's it. Hell yeah, exactly. All them areas where they had gang coach, like gang coach. We wasn't doing that. We wasn't going. Like I told you, we wasn't going. PT 131 had a drive by against with the Carver Mall. All in the family. Watch the first 4 episodes, and you see what type of manuscript he's going off. We wasn't doing that. That gang culture was different from every place else. You know what I'm saying? We had gangs, but it wasn't really like a gang culture. It was blocks, neighborhood things. Like if I was Zulu Nation, I was banging under 13th Chapel. I wasn't going to Bronx River to shoot something up. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't Zulu Nation. I just grew up under the cats. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is like I said, it's all information, man. And I think we have to speak about this because if they listen, depending on where you at, if they impeach Donald Trump, he's gonna lose his mind. His supporters are gonna lose their mind. Yes, it's okay to move out the hood, man. I knew somebody. You know what, Xander? I knew somebody that was in that. My man, Albert, Al. We all went to high school together. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, Al. Man, he a good dude, humble dude. The last time I seen him, he was in HCM. This is 9-5. But then he called his KC home. I heard he owns those mixed cool drinks things. He owns one of them type of spots. You know what I'm saying? A softy spot on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Albert. That's my man Al Boogie. Yeah, they was doing their numbers, bro. It was crazy over there. All that by like Douglas Projects. We all know what that is. See, Harlem on the west side starts on 110th. East Harlem on the east side starts on 96th Street. Ah, that's dope. Hell yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was just different. Like we wasn't doing, you know what I'm saying? So Boston, a lot of Boston is similar to New York, what you just said right there. 'Cause I know it's just there was like a certain part of Mass that had like there was a large majority of those insane Latin disciples. There's somewhere in them areas like there's certain parts of Connecticut that I think it's more so Connecticut like it has a lot of Latin kings. Now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? When I first read the Source magazine, the newsletter, right, and then they started to blow up, they kept saying this guy Benzino was on the Source, but the rap videos I seen of Benzino was him with some crew called the Almighty RSO, and as crazy as it sounds, I guess that's like a big situation out there in Boston. Because how I knew about that more so was because there was some dudes part of a rap group called LOG and the Bulldogs. And a lot of the Bulldogs was in Albany, New York getting some money, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a couple of my friends got caught up in that Wild Cowboy situation. Hell yeah, exactly, in the drug game, that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? I remember that, because LOG and the Bulldogs, as in the Bulldogs, they used to be in Albany, in Troy and all that, you know what I'm saying? They not from there. They just came like when you go out of town, they came out of town to Albany. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about because at that time they sort of had competition with the Almighty RSO because those were like the major rap groups that was coming out of Mass. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I went to a concert. I went to the Rough Riders concert in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut. It was the Rough Riders with um, Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Orchard Park was crazy. Yeah. Orchard Park was crazy. Yeah. Orchard Park was like New York. Dudes was going to Boston. Facts. I knew some dudes. I don't know if they was going to Orchard Park, but they was going to Boston. A couple of good dudes I knew that was going out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, and as we're going in the VIP area, and I'm gonna tell you who probably was there though, because it was the Rough Riders Cash Money tour. Pilot was probably there, because he was with Rough Riders, so I think he probably was there. Something happened, but when I was walking out with Benzino, he had like 100 cats with him, bro. I'm just exaggerating. He had a lot of cats with him. When he was walking out, they was giving everybody their VIP passes. So something must have happened because they just violated the concert. So you had mad people that was backstage that was just standing outside because they was giving people the VIP passes. Like, yeah, take this, take this, take this. Benzino was there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Boston, man. All this played a part in hip hop culture. The first major hip hop magazine after Word Up, Right On, Articles from Vibe was The Source. Then XXL, then Vibe picked up with The Source. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to David May, Benzino. You know what I'm saying? They was number one. You know what I'm saying? We would buy that monthly. That came out of hip hop culture. A guy out of Boston had a great idea, and he found somebody else and they took over the time. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely. You feel what I'm saying? So that Harvard Law School. Benzino had the bread, boom, they put it together. They had a great run. The Source. They had an excellent run. You know what I'm saying? All this is hip hop culture. See, the Source didn't come out of Bronx River. The Source magazine didn't come out of Either War Projects. It came out of Boston. Guys that was just in tune with what was going on with hip hop. Hip hop came a long way, bro. A lot of college stations don't even get enough respect, bro. You got RPI, standing for that I knew about RPI. We had Columbia University that had hip hop shows. We had WCDB in Albany. We had DJ Toast. He was a major DJ. You know what I'm saying? See, it's all at The Source. I'm starting Buck Wild. You know what I'm saying? It's all hip hop. It's all hip hop culture. Everything, and I think because we're speaking on a global level and not a local level, we all have something in common. You know what I'm saying? Like my block was never color banging. My block was like Boston, a block. So if you went to jail and you came back 5%er, you was still from the block. So that 5% thing, you do that when you get with your guards. You didn't bring that to the block. You see what I'm saying? So it was a different type of time frame. You know what I'm saying? A different type of time. Like I said, '89 was a different type of time. Definitely with my block, you was up in front. New York City was still crazy. Decepticons were still losing their mind. Low lives was boosted at a high level. You know what I'm saying? We had situations in Bensonhurst, Howard Beach, and I think that's one of the major reasons why Spike Lee made the movie he made, which had strong messages in it. You know what I'm saying? We have to start. Let's all pay attention to the message. You know what I'm saying? We have. Larry Davis, yes. The only thing about Larry Davis, he went out like a champ, but he was working for the police. I'm pretty sure many other people worked for the police. You know what I'm saying? But he was working for them, deal going on, situation happened. May Larry Davis rest in peace. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? But he was working for the police. You know what I'm saying? So when you work with the devil, if you work with the enemy, if you work with the enemy, how do you have to win? Look, my man was paying the police off, and when the smoke cleared, he told on my man. So anytime you deal with some dirty cops, they're always gonna flip on you, man. So in that situation, in Black Revolutionary, he went out like the people's champ, but he asked, yo, definitely cloud chasing was popping. Yeah, go to his channel. He got a lot of great videos up. He got the Cosmo, he got the Zeke Black stories, he got the exactly. So at the end of the day, when you work with the police, sometimes you know what I'm saying, it's iffy, because sometimes working with them is like watching Starsky and Hutch. Remember the old pimp guy? Listen, what you know about them dudes down the block? We don't know. A lot of dudes kill you, and some dudes use the police to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, Larry Davis. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it. Doesn't mean that it's just my take on it. He worked for the police. That's what he said, his words. They say words was work for the cops and it all went wrong. You know what I'm saying? So he never changed the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So that's his narrative. He worked for the cops. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, man, we definitely here in the building, party people. You know what I'm saying? It was a tough time, man. So a lot of us is giving this information. We're not trying to live our youth. We're just trying to get the information that it wasn't easy everywhere, bro. It was tough everywhere in this country. You know what I'm saying? Definitely for any of us. You know what I'm saying? Orchard Park was just as bad as my projects in the drug game. If you're from Seattle, Washington, it was just as bad as my block. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where and I believe that's where we you know what I'm saying? We think regionally because we don't leave our circumference. You know what I'm saying? But when you think of the international level, we have dudes that just been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes that's still local. Like I went to Albany in the beginning of their crack crisis. You know what I'm saying? I never went down south to hustle, so I don't know. Like I never went down there and flipped the brick. You know what I'm saying? I'm a project guy. I'm a guy go back in the projects, open up, let's go. But it's a different type of time now. You know what I'm saying? Some things you outgrow. It's okay to move out the hood, to raise your family. You've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? We can talk our messages from afar. We get our message across from afar. We just have to be mindful of what we're doing out there. Hell yeah, it's moving packs. It's a fact. You speaking facts. This is pure factuals you're talking about. The cops was that dirty, bro. The dirty 30, they got to the point where they was actually selling weight to dudes. Come here, stupid. I got a brick for you. Give me 15 racks. They'll bag Peter and sell it to Paul. The dirty 30, you know what I'm saying? Dudes was paying them off. That's why Mad Cats wasn't getting caught ringing up in Washington Heights. Not Washington Heights, in the Sugar Hill area because dudes was paying the cops. Hey, boom, take that. So now they putting them on where cops is out here, they not bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of you dudes hop in these cabs to get back as your fault. That's a fact. It's quiet people that's not progressing. Exactly. Everybody move is different. It's all about progression and moving forward. It's okay. You're not a sellout if you move out the hood and raise your family. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Certain things you just outgrow. You outgrow the lobbies. You outgrow the benches. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? If you know that you lived under dangerous conditions growing up, why would you want to raise your kids under the same dangerous conditions that you grew up under? You know what I'm saying? Some people, they move away and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? The 75th precinct, the Dirty 30, that's the ones that's in my hood, in the Harlem. I know somebody who actually got caught up by them, you know what I'm saying? Because just like Buck said, the real legacy when you look back, man. That's the whole play. The whole play is not to buy a brand new car and two guns. I'm gonna be the real one and stay here for the rest of my life. That's not the goal. Everybody's goal was I'm getting money to move out the hood, to get out the situations. You know what I'm saying? To live comfortably so I can take my kids to school. I want my kids to go to because you want your kids to do better than what you are, to be greater. Why you think half of the mob live in Thrives Neck, Howard Beach, and Bensonhurst? You think with all the money they took, they want to stay in the hood? No, they moved out to raise their kids. Exactly. That's the whole goal. So when I hear about certain dudes getting caught up in the hood, that's because y'all want to be hood ornaments. Y'all feel y'all can't exist without this attention that you get. It's okay to move out, man. Yo, we gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow morning. This is a dope show, dope talent. Check out the link in the check out the description if you would like. It's on and popping, man. It's on and popping, man. I got this show. I got 2 good shows I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna be at tomorrow at 2 o'clock and another time. You know, we just on go, man. We on progression time. We're moving forward. It's positive energy, and I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Salute. And I'm just happy that we're able to get the information out here. Because for some reason, some dudes want to be hood ornaments and believe staying in the hood is the way to be. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'll be here tomorrow morning, man. Yes, yes, yes. I see you tomorrow morning, party people. I see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we on peace to the chat, peace, love, and appreciation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We moving forward now, party people. Everything is moving forward. I have a show tomorrow morning. I have a great show tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna do at the studio. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like YouTube studios, but it's the same type of setup. It's just a little smaller. Show you guys. I'm just trying to be the best I can for you guys. And we're moving forward with the content. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 1989, do the right thing. Watch that with your kids. Watch that show with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Grandkids. Just watch Do the Right Thing. Check out Crooklyn. Shout out to J.E. Moneybags, Love and Loyalty. Everybody in the chat, man. We just here having a good time, man. May Link for the checking. Southern. We in the building, man. Tomorrow morning we on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Crown Prince TV. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I see you tomorrow, party people. We here. Buck, what's popping? East Harlem in the building, man. Peace.